Well, hello folks and welcome to yet another episode, and wait a minute, what, yet another episode? This is the first damn episode there is. Welcome to Milwaukee at Midnight, where I don't give a shit what you think or what you feel. I'm your host, Mason DeSanta, of course out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Scotty Gang for life. Just kind of talking about the latest drama in Centenial Station and pretty much everything that's been going on. As many people know, there's been a lot of issues over the offseason. The whole Beamy scenario, the whole, we're going to join as the MFLs, they're going to join. And Allen's mischievous mishaps at the time. So, my first topic is, of course, let's get into the hot takes. We've, of course, had some great discoveries going into the offseason. Of course, I'd like to congratulate the LA Battlehawks for winning Diamond Bowl 1. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, I like that. Now, with that, there were a lot of teams in the beginning, and only one team has stayed the same. And that, my friends, is the LA Vikings. So congrats to the LA Vikings. There's been a lot going on during the offseason. Of course, there are 4 teams in Season 1. You had the DC Knights, LA Battlehawks, LA Vikings, and New York Dragons. The Dragons would get sold out to Lance Tunneler, who would change the name to the Philly Footlongs. Alright. Sounds kind of gay when you first think of it, but then the name became the Milwaukee Bratwurst. I was like, okay, this guy likes penises. There's a lot of penis jokes I can make about this, but I'm going to hold them off because I do own the Milwaukee Bratwurst, and I'm proud of that name, alright? I'm very proud of that name. There was some serious consideration to move the team to the south side of Chicago to, of course, prove something about the south side of Chicago. Beats me, to be honest, but honestly, I like this team. And they got the hottest new quarterback in town, Nate Shade, who is basically praised like a god in this league. Anywho, let's move on to the next hot take. The DC Knights have gone through a very, very weird offseason. First off, they were bought out by Jackson Klima, and basically it seemed like everyone in the MFL was going to basically take over this team. Jackson Klima, Tal Smith, Caden was even coming in, Mitchell. And then all of a sudden, I think it was last night or 2 nights ago, it was just gone. There was no team at all. It was just completely gone, and I think everyone was very surprised about that. And in comes in a new team, the Delaware Clams. Interesting. Krex is getting his team back. We're going to go to... I've actually talked about Krex's team already, the New York Dragons. He gets his team back now, the Delaware Clams. So, congrats to Krex. Congrats to Krex on getting your team back, the Delaware Clams, which was a joke made by the Gridiron Heights community. Basically, of course, saying the NFC East is bad. And making a team called the Delaware Clams was the only solution to fighting that. Next up, then, we of course had the next team in line, and the last team, the LA Battlehawks. They've stayed the same, and in fact, they've gotten better. Everyone went to the Battlehawks, gotta get on that Battlehawks chain. Sorry, I just burped there. But they did change their name to the Outlaws, which I love. I love that they changed their team name to an even better team name. And everyone knows they're just going to be so good this season. I honestly think it's going to be Bratwurst versus Outlaws in the championship. I don't know who's going to win that. Actually, yes, I do know who's going to win that. It's going to be the Outlaws. And, of course, with all that said and done, let's get to the new teams joining. We have 4 teams, of course, joining the league. Some of them I like, and some of them I find interesting. First off, the Legends Paradise Dolphins. When I first looked at this team, I thought basically what everyone else is thinking. This team's got to be in Miami. I mean, come on. Legends Paradise, it's got blue and pink. I mean, the Dolphins, that's literally Miami. And Legends Paradise, that sounds like a good place for Miami. But after further investigation, I found out they play out of Seattle, Washington. Seattle, the legit opposite of Miami, where people thought they played. Seattle. Miami, bright, colorful, warm. Seattle, dark, null, and cold. It was really weird when I first found that out, but I like what Jay's doing, trying to make, Seattle seem like it's a colorful and beautiful place. I like what he's doing, and I think that's a great idea. You know, making Seattle seem like this beautiful place. I'm on board with that. I'm very on board with that. And then we, of course, got a team in Lakewood before we got a team in Chicago. Yeah. The Lakewood Reapers, of course, coming out of Lakewood, Oregon, with a population of 20 people in total. Yeah, this one was a little shocking, in my opinion. I wouldn't say I'm not on board, but I might not be on board for this one. Lakewood, respectively, has its university, which is probably going to win the Iron Bowl. I mean, I'm not going to downsize on Viking Co. Academy, but I don't think they're going to beat Lakewood, all right? It's honestly, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I don't think Lakewood deserved a team in general. And then lastly, what was the other team? So we had Lakewood, we had Legends Paradise, and next up, actually, the New York Wolves. I don't really have a problem with this team. I like what Pluto's doing, bringing a team back to New York. They just lost their team. Now they got a team back. Fans are probably very excited about that. I don't know how to think about it, though. Personally, I like the idea. You know, bringing a team back to New York, hell yeah, that's pretty good. And the Wolves is actually not a bad team name, but they just don't look destined to be good. So it's a little shocking, but hopefully they should be good. They should be great. And then the last new team that was added was the Michigan Mustangs. Of course, mine or Allen, whatever you want to call him, bringing a team to Detroit, which is a bad idea because their stadium will get stolen in 3 seconds. That's offensive, but once again, I don't give a shit. And they're also in line for the first pick, or Tidy, because everyone knows they're going to pick Tidy. So I feel confident in this team. I feel like they have a great future. They just have to draft correctly. If they draft correctly, they should be able to beat the Bratwurst. Anyways, that's it for hot takes. Now we're going to move on to the next section. I got a rant. Yes, I do. I got a rant. How about you? Shit. Sorry. My voice is a little nasally, as they would say, but enough about me. I know you don't give a shit about me, but you're going to give a shit about nothing, actually. I don't know where I was going with that. Milwaukee at Midnight's next section is about, well, ranting. I have a lot on my mind that I just need to get the hell out, alright? Fuck the MFL guys for kicking me from the league, by the way. Mine Big Football League, not Minecraft, alright? Difference. Call me an alcoholic piece of shit. I am an alcoholic piece of shit, but you don't call a person from Wisconsin an alcoholic piece of shit, okay? That's fucked up, alright? People like them, yep, them, they go to jail in Wisconsin. That's like a felony. It's almost like you don't wave to someone when you're driving. Jesus. Well, what can I say? Posers from fucking Georgia. Honest to God, like, people fucking piss me off, alright? Like, people who cut in front of me, or people who try to evidence something of me not being a good person with evidence that doesn't make fucking sense. I didn't want the baseball league to begin with, alright? Boost wanted me to run the baseball league, and I'm fine with being me running it now. I could care less about the damn baseball league. I can honestly care less about any of that. But I want that basketball league, alright? Mikey hasn't done fucking shit about it, alright? All he does is he impregnates fucking young women, and that's about it. He hasn't done shit about the basketball league, alright? I actually know basketball. I do. I didn't really know baseball, to be honest. That's why I didn't really want to do it. I only freaked out because, I don't know. It was a little deceiving, but anywho, I'm going to probably start my own basketball league. I'm plugging it right now. My plan is to be the main basketball league in Centennial, but as of now, Boost is not going to let me even have a league in Centennial. So, just to show that the MFL is more corrupt. Obviously, if Mikey doesn't get his editor, it's whatever, but I will be opening up the Centennial Basketball League to anyone who, of course, wishes to join. All you have to do is just send me a message on Discord, and the first 2 messages will get the other 2 teams available, because we will be having 4 teams to start off with. We might add 2 more teams on, so we'll have a waiver for people to, of course, get some teams in. But as of now, we only have 2 teams. We have the Michigan Mustangs, or whatever the Michigan team is, and whatever the Wisconsin team is. Those 2 teams, of course, me and Alan. Just message me to join, obviously, and I would love to see you guys in this league, so we can prove that, maybe the Centennial Basketball Association needs to be reworked, or maybe I should get it. Just trying to prove to people that I have power. I know what the fuck I'm doing, alright? Don't subject me like I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, alright? So fuck all y'all haters. With that in mind, let us move on, of course, to the next section. I didn't really have that much to rant about. Hopefully I have some much more to rant about. Of course, people reacting to the show and saying, it's offensive. Whatever, I don't give a shit. So, we're going to move on to our next section where I'm going to predict the next MFL season. For people who live under a rock, that's season 2, bitch. So we have a lot more ground than I was before to make an accurate prediction. So, here's what I got for you guys, alright? So, I think that we're going to start off with I think it's the Nether. I forget the conference names, so I don't really know. We're just going to go with we're going to call it the West Conference, alright? Because all these teams are on the West Coast, so it makes sense. For that conference, I think last place is going to be Lakewood. They have no picks. I don't even know who they're picking. They're not going to be good. Second place, I got the LP Dolphins, or Legends Paradise Dolphins. I like what they're doing. I said that before. But all they have is the second pick. I mean, I know they're going to pick Pluto second. But honest to God, I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they have a shot. I think that they're going to take, not last, but they'll make the playoffs. So, congrats. For the Vikings, I think they're going to be in second place. As many people know, they're taking Sky with their 6th pick. But I know they may be taking Sky, but I know they're going to try to pick up Saber. And hell, maybe even me. I'm a pretty good corner, trust me. That's all the people who are trying to draft me. If I don't get drafted by 3rd round, I'm just going to quit. If I get drafted in the 4th round, I'm not going to play, because if people are really underestimating my talent like that just because of my, quote, toxicity, fuck off. Literally fuck off, alright? Fuck all y'all haters, alright? And then, of course, the LA Outlaws, undefeated. Yeah, we all know that. Next up, then, of course, we have the East Conference, because I don't remember the names. So, in last place for this conference, I think everyone can agree with me that this is going to be the last place team. And there's no hard feelings to Pluto. I like Pluto. Pluto's a good guy, alright? He has done nothing wrong. It's the New York Wolves. I mean, I feel like it's just kind of luck of the draw for this team. However, the Delaware Clams have climbed up and proven to me that they're going to be a good team. The Delaware Clams, the Michigan Mustangs, and the Milwaukee Bratwursts, these 3 teams are going to be head-to-head. I think the Bratwursts are going to be first in the division. Not being biased at all, but they will be first. Then, second in the division, I'm going to go with my boys, the Delaware Clams. They got this. I'm a Clam fan. I'm a Clam fan. I don't think they'll beat me, but I think that they will have a really great structured team. If I were them, I would pick John, and actually, I would get Sky if I were I like that kid. Sky's a good kid, and I think he'll be a great quarterback for your team. And then, of course, the Milwaukee Bratwursts come on in, #1, champions, undefeated in the regular season, going to the Diamond Bowl to lose to the Outlaws. Yep. I think it will be in the conference championships, of course, the LA battle in the Western Conference, and then Milwaukee will probably take on Delaware in the Eastern Conference. But don't get down, Michigan. You guys have a bright future. You can hopefully get some good draft picks for next season. I like the Mustangs. I like what they're doing. Anywho, now we're on to our final segment. We have a surprise interview with someone over an Xbox party. And I'm going to reveal who it is when we get there. And welcome to our last section, fuckheads. Just kidding. Don't take that seriously. Do not sue me, please. Welcome to the last section, our celebrity interview. I mean, I guess you could call him celebrity. Who fucking knows, alright? Nobody fucking knows, alright? So, we got a special guest here today. He's the tight end of the LA Outlaws, pending, of course, the fact that he might get released. We don't know all the details. He's been under a lot of flame recently, so I felt like it was very appropriate to interview him. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Alan Bishop Jr.
Hey.
Hello, Alan. Welcome to the show. How has your day been so far?
Boy. I'll say boy.
Seems like the life of Alan. So, Alan, you have got yourself a prized possession, an MFL franchise. How do you feel about that?
I feel, that what do you mean by franchise? Like
The Michigan Mustangs. You own the Mustangs.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So I think we could get a couple Diamond Bowls and probably one of the good teams.
So you've
not
been...
one, not,
my bad. Sorry.
It's not one of the best. So I'm really hoping that we can be, what do you call it? What's the team's name? I can't remember. All the teams, that's all I'm saying.
But not the Bratwurst, right?
Not the Rattlers or the Outlaws. You know, they're gonna be hard.
Yeah, Nate Shade is probably the best quarterback in the league, undoubtedly. Anywho, that's enough about my team. You've been under a lot of slander lately. We all know this. You've unfortunately been, of course, defined as a racist, and that kind of cost you the election. The Patriot Party is dying.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to the people who think you're racist, who think that the Patriot Party is stupid, or to think that you overreact about everything? I understand that this might be a little hard for you to talk about, but what do you have to say to those people? Say to the haters.
I would say Mikey doesn't deserve to be a thing.
Thing? Ooh. Kill him.
Oh yeah.
Fucking murder
I
him,
wish he was yeah, that's why I wish I could do, but everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, he murdered a black man.
He murdered a black guy. Yeah, it's racist. Everything's racist in this world. My team's racist because Bratwurst, they aren't fully black, so I'm representing white penises, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, enough about me. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with you, dude. I mean, I've only joked that you're racist as a joke. I don't actually think you're a racist guy, okay? And I want the Patriot Party to succeed. My suggestion for you, though, make the Patriot Party more liberal. That's my suggestion. We need a Democratic Party in Centennial. We don't have a Democratic Party. And that personally annoys me because I've tried to make...
You're a Democrat.
Yeah, I've tried to make Democratic parties because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, it's failed. No one wants to be part of a Democratic Party. So, any other Democrats in Centennial that want to get the shit together in the political system, please DM me, alright? We can start our own political party.
Mason's a Saints fan.
At Mason the Saints fan at Discord. DM me on my Discord. We'll start this shit, alright? We're gonna revolt over the red lines, and we will take over the country. Not like that. We're not taking over. We're just gonna try to get direct power in there. And our last
Boost is way too much.
Boost is a little too much, but mostly we just need to get the people power.
Like our shit together.
Gotta get our shit together. Now, my final question for you was, what do you think about Tidy, personally? Everyone thinks you're gonna pick Tidy first overall. What do you think about him? Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy?
I say he's a good guy. He doesn't like curse as much as you do.
Well, he's also very silent, so.
He is actually, which is a good point. And also it's kind of bad at the same time because we need to communicate as a team.
I understand, yeah.
So what we need to do is make him speak up a little bit. And hopefully we can win some Diamond Bowls on 1 or 2, maybe 3 with his career. I'm hoping we can. So he's potential though. That he could be like a Diamond Bowl champ.
So I'm actually gonna squeeze in one more question if you don't mind me.
It's fine.
What's going on with the Outlaw situation? Are you released or are you still on the Outlaws?
I have not gotten any word from them.
You have not got any word. All right. Well, all I'm saying is the Bratwurst might accept you as a player. It's depending, of course, the executive decision. If we would like to sign you, we definitely need to see what.
But you're the overall leader, though.
I'm the overall leader, but I split it with Boost and Henry. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much, Alan, for talking to me. I'm going to mute you, so you can. So why don't you say goodbye to the fans?
Adios, mofo.
Alright. That's it for Milwaukee at Midnight. I'm your host, Mason DeSanta, signing off. Stay pretty, bitches, and don't get chlamydia.